Peace, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Random Thoughts. I am your host, the LYR to the ICS's lyrics, y'all. Yo, we here. It's actually sunny out here in New York City, man. Cold, like sunny but cold, like mildly cold. But we here with the fuckery energy, man. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic, man. Before we go to the crew, real quick, just want to shout out a couple of artists. You know what I'm saying? First off, want to shout out a very, very talented creative, Lindsay the Creative. We follow each other on the gram. You know, just like just want to say, man, she has some very inspiring words, and like the music that she plays on her stuff, man, is like totally dope, man. She's like a neo soul junkie, a fellow neo soul junkie. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give a special shout out to her, and special shout out to two artists that actually put me in a great mood these past couple of days. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kirby, I know she's from out of Nashville, Tennessee, and Madison Ryan Ward. Like, yo, they are two dope soul artists. I gotta give them a shout out. You know what I'm saying? If you ever get a chance to listen to their music, man, you go stream it on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, whatever your favorite streaming app is. Go ahead, man. Stream their music, man. They have some really dope music, man. But yo, we also got other people here that got dope music too. The crew, what's popping?
Your sunny Sunday.
Yay!
It's probably a little warmer over here though, but it's nice. I'm glad it's sunny in New York.
No, you are stupid. Steph, what's goody?
What's up, everyone? Y'all know who it is. It's Steph, yo, here with my my gin and tonic. Taking a sip.
No, man, you got to get a drink.
You know, had my steak and eggs this morning. You know, I'm pampering myself.
Yo, I hate you right now. Like, I so hate you right, and I've seen it too. It looked delicious.
Oh yeah. Oh, my steak and eggs, my home fries, my world famous French toast. I made it. What's up, Mr. RJC78?
Peace.
World famous French toast is super dope. Actually, Eric's had it before. He knows what's up.
Well, I want some too.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's just chilling.
Nah, man, like, y'all got me pissed off right now, man. Yo, listen, my birthday, my birthday, I want a birthday breakfast from your ass. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I can do that. That's not a problem. What's up, Taisha? Real diva.
Hi, Taisha.
J.A. in the place. She's probably making fun of my accent right now. Like, you have a terrible accent, Stephanie. Don't do it. Yeah.
No, don't do it.
I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it anyway.
Wow. Okay. Yo, Ed, what's goody? Yo, you stupid.
What's good, y'all? AD Venus by Avis, and we're here with another episode of Random Thoughts Talk Series. Good to see y'all. It's been raining randomly again here in LA. It's rained. I don't know why. Now the sun just came out, and now it looks like it's about to rain again. So again, California is not bipolar, but maybe even tripolar.
Oh shit! Wow. Yo, I know that you guys were getting snow and shit out there, man. Now it's raining and sunny, man. Hell is freezing over, and the devil's cold in the mug, boy.
Every day is I'm a new journey. So yeah.
Nah, I feel you, man. But it's great to see you, man. That's a fact. Let's check in with Ramos. What's going on, man?
Not much. Chilling. Tired as usual. I'm gonna try to get my energy up with some sugar. We'll see how it goes.
No coquito.
No coquito?
No,
come on, man.
No, I gotta work tomorrow, man. I'm gonna end up drinking the whole bottle.
Nah, yo, give me some of that. Yo, I'll go to Brooklyn and pick that shit up. I'm dead ass.
You gonna throw it out the window?
I told you I don't throw it out the window. It's too precious to be thrown out the window, man. You gotta hand it over like a baby.
Listen, well, hand that shit over to me like a baby, man. I got you, son. Like, word to my mother. Like, yeah, y'all got me hyped over coquito and shit. Listen, it's great to see you, man. It's great to see you here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I mean? We're gonna do some house cleaning real quick. Just want to say happy birthday, a special happy birthday shout out to Papoose. Today's Papoose birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I didn't know he was Fish Gang. Yeah, that's right, gang, Fish Gang. We in here.
No, that's a fact. Shout out to my man Billy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I'm saying, birthday shout outs to like who else was our birthday shout out and shit too? I know they're gonna kick my ass, man, because I forgot it.
Shout out to my aunt Marie. Her birthday was yesterday. Shout out to my cousin Mamie. Her birthday is coming up on the 7th. What'd you say? That's mom. That's mom chiming in.
Hey, moms.
Oh, she recently had a birthday. Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh no, it's today. That's right. I think.
What, your mother's birthday today?
Oh, it was yesterday. I'm sorry, my cousin Mamie.
Yeah,
it was yesterday.
Oh, I was about to say it was your mom's birthday. You a terrible daughter, man. How you forget your mom's birthday, B? You wildin'.
It's All Saints Day. You can't forget that. It's the day after Halloween. Can't forget.
Oh, that. For real?
Yeah.
Coming from the man that still don't know his son's band's name.
Exactly.
No, that's a fact, yo. Like, for real.
You owe me another chopped cheese.
I don't owe you a damn thing but the chopped cheese sandwich I told you I owe you. Like, yo, go ahead with that. And Dr. Squatch. That's also, it.
Happy birthday to my homegirl Minerva. Her birthday was the 3rd.
Oh, shit. Minerva.
Yeah. Shout out to
Did I meet Minerva?
I did you come to City Crab with us that one year?
No, I can't. I went to the Boyle though. I went to the Boyle.
Yeah, no, you met Natalie there.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Natalie, by the way.
I think no, you didn't. You were supposed to come to City Crab. You didn't.
Yeah, I think I was working and shit that day. Anywho, Minerva, happy born day. Happy belated born day to my niece Tiara. You know what I'm saying? Her birthday was February 29th, technically, but I think she celebrated on the 28th. You know, she was a leap year baby. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, happy belated born day. You know, so I hope you got drunk and you know your husband had to carry you out the club or something. You know what I'm saying? We here at Random Thoughts wish you a happy birthday and hope that you got pissy drunk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's birthday who just passed, I hope you got pissy drunk. You know what I'm saying? And somebody had to carry your ass home. All right.
And then one more thing before. Well, I don't know if you have something else lyrics because I have one more thing.
Happy birthday to everybody on Facebook who I forgot their birthday for the past week. I said happy birthday to y'all, but I don't know your birthday right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we are here. But happy birthday to all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? hey, yo, Victor, I'm just saying, my fault. But I did say happy birthday on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Adviz, I knew you lived in Los Angeles. I would have linked up with you when I went last year for the first time for my birthday. Yo, when you went on your birthday? When your birthday, Taisha?
Yeah, our birthday's early July 5th.
Oh, really?
Word?
Close to my mom's birthday. That's cool.
Yeah, July 5th. Yep.
One of my coworkers that just got fired, his birthday is July 5th. Hey, yo, shout out to him, like, cause he just got fired and shit. Like, I saw, like, yo, word to my mother, like,
it starts off. Sometimes when you come up with stuff, it starts off great, but then after that, the end it just gone. It'd be like, yeah, man, he said he wanted to be a cop, so I said, "F his dreams." Like, there's the whole setup there.
Y'all still remember that shit? Like, yo, how long ago was that? Like, yo, like Victor, why are you lording? Like, yo, like, look at Victor. I'm just saying.
Vic would be dope to be back up in here for this topic too, if he wants to hop in.
Oh wait, Vic, that's
Face.
Yeah, Face, change your name on there, man. I don't know Victor. I know Faze.
Well, is it his face? His face, face for Vic. Vic has Vic in it, so that's his. I mean, that's his name. So
yeah.
Nah, but yo, Faze, man, fuck with us, man. Like, yo, Faze, he was one of our first people, like one of the first guests to come on the show when we were on Instagram, man. So Faze is always welcome, man. You know what I'm saying? Faze, Kimberly, Leo, we can find his ass. You know what I'm saying? Notes,
both.
You know, but Notes stay here.
We have 2 Leos now.
Yeah, we got two Leos, man. Quest,
Yeah.
you know, shout out to our early randos.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, Steph. I know you had something to say real quick.
Yeah, just one more thing pertaining. Shout out to all the randos, of course. I love y'all.
All the randos.
Yeah. So one more thing pertaining to the Ranters Union tonight. Please tune in to Brown Girl Interrupting's Pain to Power broadcast. She will be interviewing none other than the great Substantial. He's just about finished with adulting. He just announced that I'm going to be a feature. So
that's dope. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I expected it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, it's like what,
It's
like
Steph, y'all. Like,
it's Steph, y'all. Like, come on, man. Like,
we are one of the great duos. It's like, you know, like Timbo and Timberlake, and you know,
An Odd Couple.
Yeah, the Odd Couple. Like, yeah, you can't peanut butter and jelly. Like, you can't have Substantial without Steph. You know what I mean?
Timbo and Timberlake. Like, yo, that shit sounded like a fucked up wrestling team. Timbo and Timberlake. Like, no, don't do that.
It's Rubber Ducky Rush. That's what it is.
Rubber Ducky Rush.
Speaking one quick thing, your boy John Jakes did his show this past week, right? Guess who I saw in the pictures, Steph?
Homeboy Sandman, right?
Homeboy Sandman, your boy. Yeah. You know him as well, right? Personally,
yeah.
Lyrics? Okay.
Yeah. I know Homeboy for years, B. Yeah. Like, let me tell you something.
I said community centers, son. When he was doing ciphers in community centers, like
that's
how far back we go.
Let me put it to you this way, man. Like Homeboy Sandman, like, yo, well, actually, just the New York City hip hop community, like the New York City underground hip hop community, is so big, but it's so small. There's so many people, but it's like everybody knows everybody. Just about, you know what I'm saying? And you'd be surprised who knows who and who, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
word to mother. Like, yo, you really have to be within that circle, you know what I'm saying? And to understand what I'm saying, to fully grasp the concept. Like, me and Steph know mad motherfuckers, man. Like, yo, mad people, son. Like some of the people that, like, people wouldn't even know that Pumpkinhead, you know, RIPPH, you know what I'm saying? Like, he mentioned me a little something, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody would know. Like, I don't really talk too much about it because, you know, it's certain things I keep to myself, you know what I'm saying? Especially since he's not here with us, man. Like, definitely rest in peace, PH, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's a community. Like, nobody really knows the Plague or Rebel Arms or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they know, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the inner workings of it. They don't really know who is around. You know what I'm saying? That's how big that community is, man. And to see cats like Homeboy Sandman, Hoffa, Nems, Swave, like even Penn, like everybody know Penn.
Even though
everybody know Penn.
I seen Penn a couple times in the past couple months, man. I seen him at So Soon show. I seen him at the what you call the Sean Price show. Like, I'm seeing him a lot lately, man.
Up everywhere.
Penn is everywhere. Like, if you hear a hip hop event going on, like, or party, hell, even a neo soul party, you'll see Penn up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you see, like, Penn is everywhere, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. All the, like, New York City, the New York City underground hip hop community. You know, shout out to Liquid too.
Shout out also, you know, Saya. Let me shout out Tish Hyman. Let me shout out my homegirl Nora from you know, Nora from Kin for Life. You know, Nora and IQ. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, man. Like, it's so many fucking people, man. So, like, shout out to EO Dub. Shout out to Freestyle Mondays NYC. Shout out to More Bonfire. Anybody who remembers that, you know what I'm saying? And like Math Hoffa and Mac was literally, they won Drink Champ shouting out EO Dub. You know what I'm saying? I knew Math Hoffa and Mecca from then. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to people at Nightingales. That's why I met Substantial. I met him at Nightingales. You know what I'm saying? Like, through Access Immortal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even shout out PCF. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out all of them. Shout out to Lyrics, Bronx Chop Cheese. Come on, get out of here. Like that chop Bronx Chop Cheese, really, really, really. Shout out to Oxtail Cheesesteaks. Like, anyway, listen, you know what time it is, guys.
What is it?
It's time to let the fuckery commence. Let's get it.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union. All commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, and or scholarship of copyrighted material is protected by the Fair Use Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. iRant Network and the founder of the Ranters Union, Jalogic, aka Mr. M, recommends that you take what is said and do your own research. Read a goddamn book and form your own opinion. Furthermore, listen carefully to the ranters rant and debate their opinions and form your own conclusion. Thank you for watching this member-supported program, powered by the Ranters Union and produced for the iRant Network. Good day.
Yes, we are back. And oh yeah, of course, man. Like Steph, she'll be back with us when she be back with us or whatever. Like she'll pop up. You know, I think she has something to take care of real quick. But today's episode is a very important episode for all those men and the little percentage of women that get caught out there in this situation. We've actually done an episode on this before in season 1 on Father's Day. You remember that, Abiz? Yeah, we did that, and it was a real funny episode because the shit was like I didn't really know what to talk about then. Like it was like kind of disorganized. It was like, oh, it's Father's Day. Fuck it, let's talk about deadbeat dads and child support. So like that was funny to me. But today's episode is episode 4-9, another child support episode. Yes,
because
we are going to talk about. You fucking right, it does. Like, yo, Notes, what's popping? I know your ass going to join us in a bit. So, oh man, listen, we definitely have to talk about this child support shit because now there are what is good. What is good? You need to jump your ass on here. That's what is good. Yeah. So, like the whole situation with child support, man. Now you're hearing like guys who took DNA test to make sure that whether the kid is theirs or not. 9 times out of 10, when the kid is not theirs, they still have to pay child support.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like some of these states, they really bend you over. No grease, none of that. Raw in the ass type bend you over. Like really running your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like this system ain't worth a damn when it comes to child support, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this from firsthand experience. Like I'm not speaking just to sound cool on a Sunday afternoon. No, I'm speaking from 100% experience. This whole child support shit is it's like a well drawn out scam to really like put money in the pot, like for them to gain a profit, for the United States judicial system to really like tax you on some shit. That's how I feel personally. You know what I'm saying? Like once you have a kid and the relationship doesn't work out, the only thing you're doing is giving mainly women more of an option to like ruin that man's life.
Yeah.
Even if the guy is paying more, like for the most part, I think there's a great percentage of guys that want to take care of their kids. They just don't want to deal with the female.
Yeah.
And it sounds messed up, but that's the truth. Sometimes relationships don't. Well, in those cases, relationships do not work out.
Mm-mm.
Because of whatever the case may be, whatever. In most cases, in this day and age, it's cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of messed up, but it's the God honest truth. And what are you gonna say, man? Unfortunately, um, it's like
To back your
when you. Yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry, because I'm getting myself caught up in this shit.
But to back your point, I mean, there's been a number of news reports, different outlets. You can check on YouTube, a number of stuff where there's guys who've had to go to court numerous of times, have evidence, irrefutable evidence that this is not their child, like a 0.009 whatever percentage of you are not the father, and yet they still have to pay. And the statistic right now, I don't know how much it's changed yet, but the statistic right now is that when it comes to negative parental or whatever fraud, is like 30% of men. So that's almost almost one third of like men that find out that you're not the father of the child, and they still have to pay.
No, that's a fact, man, and that shit is painful. Like, it's real painful to deal with, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, because this fucks up relationship. Like, this fucks up future relationships for the man. Like, for instance, like I said, once again, I'm speaking sleazy acts as they should, as who should, sleazy. That's why child support works perfectly in that situation. It's way cheaper as long as you pay it on time. But what are you talking about? Like, be specific, please.
No arguments about where's my money.
Oh,
I don't know.
He's talking about the stress of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the stress of it. Like,
not worrying about the mother, complaining about you not, paying your fair share.
No. Hold on.
I'm just
once again, from firsthand experience.
I'm speaking from his perspective. That's all.
Yeah.
From firsthand, no, I understand that, but I'm not. No, I'll never shoot the messenger. But from firsthand experience, I know as for a motherfucking fact that that's false. You know what I'm saying? Once you like, even if it's garnishment, whether it's garnishment or not. Like, it's more like I will agree if it's garnishment. If it's garnishment, it is less stress because, all right, they take it out. But then you have to stay on your HR's ass to make sure they take that out. Because even if HR doesn't take it out during that specific time, it's still your responsibility. And if you miss one payment, that should end up in arrears. Then when it adds up and you're not on top of it, it's a possibility that your license can get suspended. There's a possibility whatever other licenses that you have under working licenses, driver's licenses, security licenses, whatever, can get taken away. And then if it goes any further amongst a specific price line or whatever, that lady could go to child support and fill out a petition for, what is it, like failure to pay support or something like that. And then they'll take your ass to court. I know in New York State, they'll take you to court and they'll give you a certain amount of time to pay all of that. Let's say you owe like $6,000. They'll give you like 24 hours or some shit to pay that, or like 48 hours to pay that. If you can't pay that, 6 months in jail for failure to pay child support.
Yeah.
Like what are you telling me?
Yeah.
FaZe. Hey. Peace, FaZe.
What's good, y'all? What's good? I had to hop in on this one because I know I was on the last episode. This is my profession. So everything you said is true.
Yeah, I remember you was on the last one.
Yeah, everything you said is true. The crazy thing about child support, right, is how much of it is automatic. As soon as there's an order, and the accounts open from day one in California, liens go out on your potential property, your mama's potential property, your uncle's, anything that could be related or could be considered an asset of yours, liens go out. If you miss a payment, license suspension goes out, right? And yes, if you miss it long enough, you can be held in contempt and possibly do time. But they were trying to change that. That's not how I operated. Once I learned the system, I was like, I really try to help people out. So it's common delay. But the thing is everything people experience is not like, oh my God, it's not. Nah, this is, unfortunately, it's kind of par for the course.
No, Faith, can you just lower your camera just a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a bit. I agree with you on that. You don't have to deal with her directly at all. No, well, in the state of New York, or you can just take full custody. That cuts all that BS. Now we cooking. Now we cooking with some grease because you just said some bullshit that does not. It does not. No, hold on. That you just said some bullshit there, Sleazy, that does not pertain to newborns. All right, when it comes to men taking full custody, that shit is a fucking joke in most cases, unless you can prove that she's an unfit parent, that the mother's an unfit parent. Like, you have to really, I'm talking about, hold on. First of all, you have to get a lawyer. Then you got to get a private investigator. Then, or you got to do your own private investigation. Then on top of that, you really got to do your homework to prove that this woman is an unfit parent. But here's the kicker that a lot of men fail to realize. And I'm telling you this, it doesn't matter what fucking state you're in. Everything is contingent on the judge you draw. I'll say this again. And this is not me just talking shit, or this is my opinion. This is fact. Everything is contingent on the judge you draw, on the magistrate you draw. If you have, I've seen it. I've heard stories. I've seen grown men cry in court.
Same here.
Have you guys heard the story? Have you heard the story recently? This man and this woman, like, they had a child, and they were going through an issue, and then the woman was mentally unwell, and then they were going through the process. Had to give the kid back because that's the process, and then the kid ended up dying in her possession. That's the one
you must have been reading on mine, Eric, because I just looked up.
Yeah.
Wow. But
okay. What state was that?
So Minnesota. It says Minnesota woman convicted of killing her 6-year-old son just days after gaining full custody of him.
What's wrong with this? What was she eating a crack sandwich? Like, what are you doing?
So I would have to go in here, but part of it, like what Eric just said, is that he said that Jalissa Thaler, a 29-year-old Spring Park woman with a history of mental illness and drug abuse, guilty of first-degree murder of the son. But she had this history of knowing all of this stuff. I knew you was gonna say something about maybe like if they were like a crackhead or something, like show that they are really super unfit. Well, I'm not saying this is the majority, but these are like these small cases where
I'm saying this is the motherfucking majority. Well, this is the majority.
But she was already in the child was in the system. The child was in the system. That's the crazy thing about the situation. The child was in the system already because they knew the mother was unfit. They put her back to the child because that's the process. They had to give her back for some reason. And then in the process of that happening to the father trying to get custody of the child, she killed the child. See, but so I don't know if that's all state, but in Minnesota, apparently, that's the way they do it.
Also, that's how they do it in New York City. Because what I'm trying to tell you guys, seriously, once again, this is not everything that I'm about to say is not hearsay. This is shit I've either heard or I haven't experienced personally, but I've heard, or this is shit that I've known that people gone through. You know what I'm saying? As long as child support is concerned, it takes it's hell for a man to get their child. I told you the guy that ran into me in the urinal. I mean, yeah, it's a funny story, but like I said, after all the comedy shit and it passed by.
Yeah,
Like I know.
Without context,
without context. But what I'm saying is, after all that stupid shit went by, he explained that this was the ninth time he went to court to fight for custody for his daughter. The ninth time. And the thing is, the man had no lawyer, none of that. Like he came by himself, kind of unprepared. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, he knew what he was up against. So like that, you know what insanity, the definition of insanity is, right? Yep. I really thought this guy was really insane, because I'm like, well, if it's your ninth time, wouldn't you prepare to at least get up the money to at least get some type of lawyer? If you're a legal representative, if you knew that you lost 8 times, like this woman got a clean sweep on your ass, 8-0. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she got a lawyer. She may be a crack whore, like the man was saying. Because the man was like, oh yeah, she a crack whore. She had men, in front of my daughter, in and out in front of my daughter, whoop, this, that, the third. From my understanding, this man's been fighting for custody since the child was an infant. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I think the child was 7, 8 years old. The daughter was 7, 8 years old by that time, me and him was talking. But then this guy poured out everything. He was like, yo, this is my 9th time fighting for my kid. White dude. It's like, yo, nighttime fight for my kid, man. This chick got like men in and out in front of my kid, using drugs in front of my kid, ABC, XYZ. I said, well, what happened? Yo, she keep getting this lawyer. This lawyer keep kicking my ass in court, whoop. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, like that's suicide, my man. Like you up here in the nighttime by yourself, no legal representation. This woman, I swear, when I got out the bathroom, I had to go to the right. His case was to the left. I looked. He pointed at his baby, at his BM, his ex-wife, who she did look like she looked strung out. I ain't gonna lie. But the lawyer, it was a white lady lawyer. She looked ready. She looked like she was ready to chew this dude up and spit him out. Like she was ready. I was like, well, 9-0. I think I'm gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like this is, and then there was another time I went, and then I was sitting down next to this pregnant lady with one kid in a stroller. She was talking to another lady, devising a plan of how she was going to trap this dude, because first of all, she wasn't sure if the guy was the father of the kid that was in her stomach or not, but she was trying to take him to court for that kid. You know what I'm saying? The unborn child. And she was like, oh yeah, he got a great 6-figure job. He was some other chick, whoop, this, that. She was mad at him because he moved on with his life. And she wanted to go ahead and trap him because he moved on with his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and she wasn't even sure if the kid was his or not. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that goes down in court. Mm. Like, yo, she tried to devise a full fucking plan for that. Hey, Notes, what's going on, man?
What's up, Notes? What up?
Right? Yeah, man, like a full fucking plan. Like, I'm wondering, how can these women be so vindictive? Like, yo, if the man is moving on, wish him well and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, you're stuck with the kids. Why can't you guys just work out a schedule of either he see the kid or you see it? You know what I'm saying? You got the kids, he got the kids, whatever. Why can't you just make a plan without putting the courts in the middle of it?
All right, let me look. All right, I'm gonna switch to the other side.
All right.
Because I don't know all the information on this, but then there's a video right now that's going viral of a guy who's literally says that he has 7 children, 7 baby mamas, and he don't want to take care of any of them.
The fuck?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yo, can we find that video? Can we play a bit of that motherfucker? Like,
it cut both ways, man.
Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids. I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These are the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who you don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a you ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit, be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a I really don't. You don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah.
See, the fact that he has to say that statement, I don't give a like. Yeah, you have to take responsibility, dude.
I think you get evidence in court that he's their father because that was dumb shit. They're gonna take that to court. Said that's kids.
Hold on, Steph. I'm gonna be on. Wait, hold on. Wait, Mandela. She got a. Hold on, Mandela got a comment. She said, "Not every parent can be cordial." No, you know what, Mandela? Once again, the Mandela's right. Mandela Loca, you right. Like, not every parent can be cordial. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least I can say from my experience, I was blessed to at least have somebody that was fair. You know, up to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would never badmouth my son's mother. You know what I'm saying? I love my son. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatest gift that she ever gave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just didn't work out, and circumstances played out how they played out, but I would never badmouth her or even like come off crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to her, by the way, whatever she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And Sleazy said we need the white man. What do we need the white man for, Sleazy? Please explain why do we need Walter Whiteman? Why do we need him?
Wait, no, I think he's talking about the.
Why do we need Walt Disney?
No.
Because I blame Walt Disney for child support.
Listen.
Thank you, Advis. Thank you.
Wasn't it a white guy you were talking to in the urinal?
Listen, no, the white guy was talking to me in the urinal. I didn't sit there.
Okay, I think that's the white guy.
I didn't sit there.
That's the white guy he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? If I knew if I knew where he was at now, I'd bring his ass on here, man. Like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? We had one hell of a good time in this mug, man. Like, yo, but I don't know. I don't. What?
What happened? I didn't see it. Wait.
I didn't see it either. What happened?
I looked at Eric because the way he said that if we had him, we have one good old time in here. So yeah.
No, not like that, Eric. Pause. You, Eric, have jokes.
Family program.
You have jokes.
I haven't said a word. My dude.
No, motherfucker.
Your face said enough.
No, your face said 1,000 words, B.
I wanted to laugh.
To my mother. Laugh my ass. No, but like, first of all, he would be in a little box like how we are, away the fuck from me. Okay, like away from me. Don't even put him at the box with Steph or Notice.
Wait.
Keep him where Advis is at. Don't let him go over there.
Wait, did he break the urinal rule? Like, was he like right next to you?
I was thinking that. You and me, Steph. Right there. One space between.
No, he washed. Oh. No, he washed his hands. He washed his hands.
No, positioning wise, was he next to you?
Did he cordially give you space?
It was. Hold on. It was three. It was. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. It was 3 urinals. I was in the middle urinal. He was in the left urinal.
Why use the middle? You want to use the right one.
Yeah, bro.
You know the rules. You know the rules, man. Use one on the right or one on the left. All right.
You know how long ago this? Hold on. You know how long ago this was? I was still in my. I think I was in my 20s or some shit, late 20s. Like, yo,
I'm not even.
I didn't know anything about that shit back then.
I did not know that rule. You are not.
Once again, hold on. Once again, excuse me. When you gotta take a piss real bad, you don't give a fuck about what urinal you're using. Whoa! What the fuck? So wait, he's holding his dick? Man, what kind of shit is this?
They're holding each other's.
Pause. Big pause. Yo, first of all, no. Yo, Mr. M, why are we even showing this shit, B? Why are we showing? Nah. Pause.
Look like a British joke.
Pause.
British.
Yeah.
What is this? The dick holding?
The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. What the fuck was that? Like, nah, son.
You said you used the middle urinal. Is it? Come on, dude. Next time, lesson learned. Do
not use the toilet. Yeah, use the toilet, my dude. There's a toilet back there usually in the bathrooms.
No, you know what? No, Eric is right. There was a toilet. I should have used the back toilet. But at the time when you gotta take a whiz real bad, I'm not playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo with a fucking urinal. It was the first urinal I've seen. I was by myself before this motherfucker just jumped in and went to the next urinal.
Urinals. You picked the middle urinal. The middle urinal was the first one you saw. Out of the
yes.
You counted 3, and the middle one was the first one.
I didn't give a fuck about the middle urinal was there. Piss had to come out, and I had to take a whiz. What are you talking about?
Steph is holding that cup, kind of weird. What's that supposed to mean? Toasting him?
No.
Steph is the Godfather right now.
Yeah.
You come to me
on
this day.
I'm giving them a gift.
Come on.
You're really trying to sell it.
No, I ain't selling shit. I'm just saying, like, yo, it happened. Anyway, fuck out of here, man. Like, with that, man. Listen, the fact of the matter is, all right, homeboy, he went 8-0 trying to get his daughter. I already knew when I saw the lawyer. That was 9-0. No, sorry, 0-8. It was 0-8. When I saw the lawyer, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
You know, just like your tutorial on how to wash yourself, this is how to go and use bathroom.
You know what? Yes, we need urinal bathroom etiquette. We need that.
You know what? You're right. You know what? Guys, check this out. Next season on Wash Your Ass Part 5, we'll do that. How about that? Because we coming with a Wash Your Ass Part 5. Fuck, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Wash Your Ass Part 5 next season because some of you motherfuckers need it. All right.
What are we gonna call it? Public etiquette?
Whatever. We'll figure it out. Like, yo, but there will be a Wash Your Ass Part 5.
We skipping the 7 guy with 7 baby mamas and 7.
Yeah, let's get back to his stupid ass.
Let's talk about this idiot because he isn't. And then the fact that he's saying I don't give a clearly you do. And
I have an opinion on him real quick. He makes a point that he messes up his point.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But
wait, hold on. You say he made a point and he messed it up. What point did you think he messed up? Please clarify.
He makes a point in terms of like that it's I shouldn't be not something about like I forgot what it was. It was like saying that we both make mistakes, right? And I don't want a child. But then he goes, but I don't give a fuck. I slept with them, they gave me the body, and he started saying some other nonsense. I'm like, dude, come on.
And I shot up the club. He's like, I shot up the club, and I don't care.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. A bunch of stuff he said.
That's part of your responsibility, bro.
At least he said he was irresponsible. He claimed he took that responsibility, then he gave back the responsibility to the woman. Like you gotta take the responsibility and live with it.
He did some gaslighting stuff, saying, "Oh, you need to be mindful of who you sleeping with." What?
You got a point though.
The question is this. My question is this: 7 women. He said multiple times. This all happened other times where he slept with women and he gave him a plan A, B, or they had an abortion. Dude, how many times you sleep in a protected woman, my dude? Like, what's going on here? You're not taking any kind of precautions here. You're gonna fuck up your own body with that shit. We talking about venereal, whatever have you. You can get. And he's just doing what he wants, man. He's being very irresponsible.
And again, you're not asking you're not asking questions. Like you're not asking the woman, "Oh, do you have an IUD in? You got female condoms?" Like you're not wearing. Like I get maybe you don't want to wear a condom because you like the feel of flesh against flesh, but like. Nothing.
Wait, hold on. Sleazy has a comment. He says, and it's not that men can't get their kids. They don't want the daily responsibilities. Well, hold on. Sorry. Sleazy, I have to argue this, okay? It's not about daily responsibilities. It's actually that other part. It's the fact that the men can't get the kids because the United States judicial system makes money off this shit. You know what I'm saying? That no matter how you slice it, you have 6 different people here with probably 6 opinions of their own. But the truth remains the truth. The truth of the matter is, it's business. There's no other way you can slice that shit. It's business. I mean, FaZe, you said you work for the in California. You said you work for the system. Yep. I mean, how do you see it, bro?
In terms of like,
sorry to cut you off, Eric.
It's complicated. So if we're talking what you said about essentially the judicial system making money is true, because people have to file. Either the government files or people have to privately file. So there's money made. And then that's not even the collections that essentially happen. How do you want my honest opinion? If I want to look at it holistically,
honestly,
the dude was right in terms of the best way to not get in this is to stay out of it. Is to be careful who you lay with. Unfortunately, it's a frank conversation that has to happen with folks at 11, 12, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? Early, right? Because in California and nationwide too, there's a component that comes that is financial in terms of aid. When people sign up for cash aid and stuff like that, welfare, cases open automatically. Orders go out automatically.
Ooh.
Automatically. And that's nationwide. People don't know that. So, you may be struggling down whatever. You go to the office, they tell you, but you may not understand. Child support papers go out. So regardless of what's happening in your personal situation, if dad, for instance, as it is in most cases, isn't in the home, he's going to have an order. And it happens automatically. A lot of this stuff happens automatically. So the system is messed up. We're working to try to make it better, but it's hard. It's a turd. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen, but we are working on it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, here's the thing: the law cannot litigate people's relationships.
Yeah,
it's America. The law cannot litigate what happens in a relationship. What happens in a relationship can impact law, can impact things legally, but child support, family court cannot litigate relationship issues. So for the woman that's upset that her man is dating somebody else, what can we do about that legally?
Nothing. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. You know, they bring that into the court. And they'll use that against the man. Once again, this goes back to what I said earlier. Everything is contingent on the judge you draw, because they are. I have my kids. Okay, Sleazy. Like, what? 15 years straight. What state are you in, Sleazy? Like, seriously, I'm a different nigga. Can't argue with me. Okay, you a different nigga. Nobody said that you wasn't. You know, child support only takes 17%. That's light compared to what it really costs. Once again, what state are you in?
Yeah, and because
system works perfect.
Because you have custody of your kids. Because you have custody
of your
kids.
I have a question to face. I have a question to face.
No, sorry, Random Thoughts. Sorry, Sleazy. Random Thoughts here. We do not ride with the system like that. Like, yo, we ain't gonna say the system works perfectly.
I work for the system and will tell you it's not perfect.
I have a question though, because we're trying to state that men getting custody of the child. All right, in terms of marriages, it's easier to. I'm asking. It's easier for the woman to get like child support, right? But what about situation where they have to prove that's the child's father? It's automatically, are they getting like
there's a presumption of marriage? There's a presumption of parentage.
Yes, because they could say you could just say like, "Oh, I slept with this man, and it could never have happened." Yes. But then they have the burden of proof on the man to prove he never slept with that woman. That's the way it usually works.
In California,
okay.
In California, if I'm wrong, you can tell me, Vic.
Sleazy.
But in California, when a woman does say that this is a person that she puts that down, he has 30 days to go to the local law, wherever the enforcement to plead his case. And if he doesn't, they get put on. He gets put on it regardless, even if he does not have to say that he's the father or anything. It's that she named him.
So it could be a dude. She walked down the street and said, "What's your name?" Whatever. Oh, this is. And saw him walk out of his house and said, "Put down his address and his name." Man can never met the one. Now he has to prove that that's not a child. That's what I'm asking.
So for marriage, if the child was essentially, if the two people were married,
yeah,
and the child was born when they did the marriage,
of course,
the presumption that whoever the husband is the father.
I'm talking relationship-wise, like relationship-wise, or just like a passing or whatever have you, like any other situation.
So yes, essentially they would have to fill out So here's the thing: when the child is born, and if the dude shows up, and signs the paperwork,
he's taking responsibility. Yeah, that's
taking responsibility. Mm-hmm. He signed the paternity declaration. If for some reason after that he does have essentially, I want to say it's 30 days.
Yeah,
to go and basically fight that he signed. It could be possibly a year or two, depending on the particular circumstance. I'm thinking about it. But basically, he has a bit of time to fight that if he voluntarily signed the paternity declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if lady shows up to the child support office, doesn't know, she just names down Joe Smo. Well, they can put down an address, but then homie has to show up and respond to those papers and take the paternity test.
So, for example, this gentleman,
hold on.
The man was
what?
It muted me. Oh, like no, sorry about that, guys. Sleazy had a comment here I wanted to read real quick. Can we put up Sleazy's comment just real quick? So you just got to be about your business when dealing with them. I mean, yeah, that's all around. That's within whatever state. But once again, I'll say it again. I'm gonna continue saying it because Sleazy, if you're in the state of New York, I'm in the state of New York, and we got to deal with them. Everything is contingent on the judge you draw. Okay, like in New York, is not as New York, everything is kind of 50-50. You know what I'm saying? It really is contingent on the judge you draw. But I've heard in Texas is a fucking nightmare. He said, what is this? If half these niggas just ask for their kids full time, you'd be surprised how many bitches want to be city girls and do them. Well,
here's where I disagree with that sentiment because yeah, they can ask, but once they realize that change in custody is going to impact that bread, then they don't. That's just what happens. Because that change. Oh, you want him full time? Well, then if you want him full time, then in most cases they may have to pay child support. There's a chance for that.
Yeah,
they're not going to do that. They're going to play their position, and it's messed up. It's messed up, but that's how it operates. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to be willing to alter your life. I mean, that's an everyday, you know what I'm saying? We said it's really more simple than people think. No, no, I have to respectfully disagree. It's in your case, it's simple. In your case, it's simple. In my case, I had to make or the lawyer you have. Once again, see, hold on. And that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of motherfuckers, especially exactly like the white dude that ran in the urinal. Like he couldn't afford it.
And that's a white man, right?
A white guy.
Don't care. Child support don't care.
Yep.
They don't care.
Like it's the first thing the white dude said when he went in the urinal. He was like, "Yo, yeah, the system fucks you, man. No, we said no roses, no first date, no nothing, like no grease, no nothing, just straight up the ass."
Wanted the roses?
Read this.
Shut up. Chicken and Beef said women can abort and men can abort responsibly. Make it make sense.
So the thing is saying that. And there's a number of things in the system that actually works, again, a lot in women's favor, but then it can also work for men. Women have the opportunity to abort. They also have the opportunity to give up their child without any, legal issues, any things of that sort. But when it comes to, I think mostly what we're hitting on is it's just the financial piece of stuff. They trying to figure out, all right, who's paying for this kid? All right, if you're not going to do that, okay, mom, you can put them in the system, but nah, dad, no, you're known to do this, so nah, you're going to have to pay some way somehow. How are we going to figure this out? And yes, there are those situations where it's on the flip and that women are paying, but again, you can look up the statistics and see that it's overly, skewed in a way for where, again, this is set up for men to get their money bled out from them. And some of them really wanted to be fathers, but they can't because we talked about earlier the issues from the relationships between them and not being cordial. So that comes into play where then I'm gonna want to have them for this more time, but then I can also bargain and say, well, if they didn't come pick them up because of the fact that when I told them to come pick them up, she decided she didn't want to give them to him. It can cause more and more.
Yeah, sorry, Chicken Beef, responsibility. Sorry, I messed up that word. Look, Steph, you knew I fucked that word up too. You knew I fucked that word and you let me ride with it. You supposed to be my friend, man. You see how she do me? She be doing me fucked up, son. Word to mom.
She's waiting to cut. Question.
I still love you though.
I have a question.
Still love you though.
In terms of situations like Ad was saying, when the father has joint custody or part-time custody, and he's able to see the visitation, right? And the woman denies the right, court ordered to the father. What recourse does the father have in that situation? Does anybody know? I'm just curious.
It's tough, and I've dealt with this issue a lot. And there's not even much the child support office can do because technically in California, it's the family law. And the child support, though we do things together, separate. So, unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
He's got to go to. He could file a police report and basically say, "Hey, this woman's withholding my child from me." That's usually the only recourse is to try to go to file to court and legally, and then that way they go to court and legally have the child returned to him. But in terms of, there's not that many options. To be honest, it's not.
No, you're right. It's like the man, regardless of the fact, man, I see what you're saying, Sleazy, and I respect it. But like I said, in some other cases, like I said, I heard nightmare stories and I have cousins that went to the Bronx, through the Bronx family court. You know what I'm saying? My case is in Queens, but in the Bronx, I heard it's more brutal out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said everything is contingent on the judge you draw. I will continue saying this throughout this episode. Everything is contingent on the judge that's drawn for your case.
I I would say this Maryland.
Like because yeah,
Maryland
see, Maryland is rough.
Maryland too. So I I have family members that like if you get thrown in jail, like you get thrown in for child support, you get thrown in with the felons. Like it's just like, really? We throwing them in with felons?
You're throwing with the child molesters and the rapists and all that stuff, and you don't know that's crazy. Wow.
You putting the like you putting the father in danger. Like it's just that's
you think they give a fuck? Like I'm gonna be let's keep it a buck.
And here's the other thing, like the mothers can still ask for child support even when the child is grown.
Yeah.
At what age? Up to what age?
Some
states for life.
No, for life. Okay. No.
Like the child 30 years old and it's after child support?
Yes.
What,
no.
50 cent situation? 50 cent situation?
Ramos. I have an uncle, like God rest his soul, man. He's not here with us no more. But I had an uncle that got caught up in that situation. He had like his he had a son that was in the army and all that, and the baby, from my understanding, the baby mother when he was a baby took him to another state. You know what I'm saying? But they popped up when he was 21, 22 in the army, and he had to pay all that arrears. And now, mind you, he was a garbage man. You know what I'm saying? He worked for sanitation. He was making the highest salary out there, which, if I'm not mistaken, was like damn near 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So he had to pay all that back support from when his son was a baby all the way up to like 21. And let me tell you something. And hold on. It added. No, the thing was he didn't know where the kid was. He didn't know if the kid was his. It was a whole big fucking mystery. I'm not gonna say too much on it because I just don't want to say too much on it. But it was a whole big mystery. But once everything was figured out, like one day he saw his check and his shit got greatly garnished, and it was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So even Sleazy was having a couple comments here that I was laughing at, but it's true. Like, yo, you either, we said, there are all things you should think about chasing pussy instead of money. What?
I think it's opposite.
I don't even know. Y'all still.
So, but that's like what you were saying, Lyrics. That's money that was owed, regardless of the situation. Like there was money that was owed. I'm talking about in general.
No, but
21 is the age.
He's not breaking down that man's strong point.
Yeah,
because he sounds like he sounds like a narcissist too. He just
Most states age majority is 18. There's a few states where it's 21. A few states
and New York. Well, hold on. In the state of New York, guys, it's 21, 24 if he's still going to school. Let's make that point. It's 21, 24 if he's still in school, like if he's in a graduate program or something like that. Like let's keep that shit a stack. Like I like I think he even goes for some of the states that accepts it up to 21. But you're right, for the most part, most states is 18. You know what I'm saying? I remember a couple of my friends from out of town. Oh yeah, you can't wait till he's 18. I said, nah, Nick. Nah, 18, 21. 21? It's 21 in New York. Damn, son. Like I can't screw no chicks in New York. Like 21. Like what? Like you missed my whole point. Like yo, like now
for y'all for the panel because I gotta take off because what's crazy is y'all did this episode this week and I actually had a meeting with my director here in California, and he's kind of envisioning the 10-year plan because what's crazy is that if you look at child support cases as a whole, they're actually dropping. They're actually dropping.
Dropping where?
In terms of the number of cases that are established, they're actually dropping nationwide.
That's good.
In California?
Nationwide, man. Nationwide.
Wait, hold on. Nationwide is on your side and statewide in California. What happened?
Quick thing. What does that do to your face?
United States of America, nationwide cases are dropping.
You said the United States of America and Puerto Rico? Like, because I don't see it over here. Like niggas are still knocking up chicks, still. I'm gonna take you to child support. No, like I don't see that here.
You
I
just
don't.
in New York, but
It's
the
just
there
what
are other there are
the stats
49 other
are.
states.
Is there a
And then
reason? Is there a reason why the name? You know the reason, like potentially why?
One of
There's
the
a few
key reasons is this latest generation trying to mess with government like that.
And
And
a lot more dudes are getting vasectomies too.
That too. There's a lot of things that are happening kind of culturally that don't want people. You know what I'm saying? That people don't want the government in their business. So what they're basically what the goal is they're going to make child support seem less like law enforcement and more like allowing families to kind of figure out some of those things on their own, like the things we can't litigate. So again, remember, a lot of stuff that happens in child support is automatic, right? So we're going to try to shift away from those things that happen automatically. Not automatically, suspending your license when you miss a payment, right? We're going to allow the parents to kind of work together and allow them to kind of choose what enforcement measures do you want, if any at all. You just want us to do the accounting for your taxes and to make sure you're basically to have receipts, or if somebody isn't paying or isn't being agreeable, we don't have to do the full gamut of enforcement actions. We could just do specific ones based on the needs of your situation.
And that's the thing. And you know what? I think it does need to stop at 18 nationwide. Like me personally, I think child support needs to stop at 18 nationwide because at least by 18, you know what I'm saying? Like I understand the kid is going to go through college and he needs necessities. Why can't that be worked out between the parent and the child itself? What does the mother have to do with that? Like, no, seriously. Like if the kid, let's say the kid go away to college. Like if they go away to college, you know what I'm saying? Wait, Sleazy said lawyer, jail, child support. All that is what you should be thinking about when you chasing pussy. Okay.
Instead of money, that's what he was correct.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, I get it. Justine has a comment here. She said, even though the mother is the main custodial parent, I definitely don't agree with fathers being stripped of all their rights and toxic mothers not being held accountable for their behavior. Thank you. Let me tell you something about these toxic mothers. Okay. They know they know they can get away with shit. Especially in most states, they can get away with it. They can get away with screwing over some guy, especially some of these states where like DNA doesn't even matter. Like it's like, oh well, the guy 99.9% is not his, but he's still paying child support. There was one guy that got thrown in jail because of the simple fact after he found out the kid was not his, he was still on child support. He still didn't pay, and now he ducking dick in prison.
Look, and to add to your point, even if you overpay, you also might have an opportunity to go into jail.
An opportunity to go to jail for overpaying.
Yep. You want to take care of your child, you go to jail too. You're underpaid, you go to jail.
So now you're telling me like it's either fuck or fight time when you overpay too. This is what you're telling me.
I think I'll say that's a rare occasion, but it's just because I've seen a story, so I'm not.
I've seen the same story too. I know what you're talking about.
Why the mother's got want the money?
I've worked in cases, and it's weird. It's really a system issue, at least when it happens here in California. But yeah, it happens. You can overpay and still be in trouble. It's weird.
It's so
like you gotta. I'm sorry, man. I should not be laughing at this, but I'm laughing at this shit because it's like see, Sleazy sitting here. Like, yo, no, all due respect, Sleazy, but you said it defended it. Like we said, so what happens when you not on child support and 17 years go by? She decided to flip, take you to court, said you ain't paying shit. Now you owe $100,000. Receipts.
In California, there's no back child support, so you would only be paying for that year 17.
Wow. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go to California and try to find my next wife in California. Thank you very much for that, FaZe. I'm gonna try. The fine. Thank you,
Hey,
FaZe.
yo.
I appreciate
We
you.
said
I gotta
this chicken
take
and
off.
beef. We're not breaking down into
Nice to meet you, man.
Take care,
Yes,
man.
sir. Take y'all. Take y'all.
Hey, yo, FaZe, yo, you always welcome back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is your home, away from somebody home. So you know, like, yeah, man, it's all love, B. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate your input.
Yes.
All right.
No, that's a fact, FaZe. Fuck with us. Like, yeah, man, like, yo, that was FaZe. You know what I'm saying? Day
The
one
last
from
part.
A1 from day one. What happened?
He's talking about the last part of what you're saying right here. Talking about we're quick to call a man a deadbeat, but we support women giving up the child. Again,
Wait, hold on a second. You say y'all still not breaking dudes' strong point?
I agree. I would agree with that because of the fact that, again, it's how we have it set up society-wise. It's just that's just the mindset of some people. That's the quick thing, is to make those quick decisions based off of our past roles, our traditional quote unquote roles that we have. And again, if the man is seen as the protector and the provider, and you're not doing what you're doing, that's the fast thing to do is call the man a deadbeat versus the woman is like, oh, she had to struggle and she's doing it on empowering herself, being a single woman. She had to give up that child. It's, again, we have to not only switch the paradigm, but we got to not only bring accountability into the case, but we have to remind people that, okay, if we're talking about not only equality, but we want to put everybody on that same playing field, then you gotta come with the give and go. So you just can't be like, oh, I want to call that out, but then I don't want to call this out. It's too many of those catch-22s that gets on, it gets on my nerves. Like, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we can have 5 to 10% of the population talking about this case and being like, no, we need to make this equal. But then you still got the majority that's gonna be like, nah, no, I don't want to take accountability of that. So, like, nah, he's still a deadbeat, and I still struggled and did what I had to do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you know what I think would even out the playing field in all this?
What?
I'm being dead serious here now. Mandatory DNA testing, and there's a reason. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Tiffany said, "Shit like Social Security, you can overpay and still be in trouble." Yeah, that's just In certain states, like it's retarded. I'm not even gonna get into it.
Hold on a second. This is just like speeding and going slow, I guess, in traffic. You go too slow, you get in trouble. You go too fast, you get in trouble. You have to go right in that middle spot. I don't know.
Well, it's a little different because when you're in traffic.
No, it's not different, Steph. It's not different. It's not different. No, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay, mute Steph.
Let him argue, Ed. Let him argue. Let him go ahead.
No, I was going to add.
He's messing around.
I was gonna add. I know I might be wrong, but see, we're using this the analogy of speeding and going slow. Yeah. I think of that like with certain contracts and car payments, like even with your phone and things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. If you have a contract for a certain amount of months or years, but then you're trying to buy out of that contract, there is a piece in that contract is that you're breaking this if you're trying to overpay. So there's something in there that's just like, no, you need to stay and pay for this certain amount, because if you go over, guess what? We about to take another 5-10% on top of that because you're trying to be responsible and overpay when we want you to still pay for this long amount.
Or like credit cards when you pay off your credit card, but you don't use it for a year, and then all of a sudden they close out your account.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
I don't understand that. That one,
that's a fact.
You're responsible and not putting debt, but they say, "Oh, you're not using this," and then fuck up your credit history.
Right.
Yep. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I don't understand. I don't understand that at all.
Sleazy. That's why there's such things as all these other movements that people are a part of, and we've had. What I know, Nick Cannon made a movie a long while back about like women not giving guys anything for like things of that sort. And I mean, people make fun of me, but yeah, I'm on the whole men going their own way. So that's definitely one of the solutions.
I thought you were gonna say that Nick Cannon joined your movement. I was like, I don't believe that shit. That motherfucker's trying to populate Mars. He's gonna when they go to Mars, he's gonna populate now. So when they travel to Mars, he's gonna populate the whole planet.
It's not but first thing, MGTOW is not a movement. It's just a philosophy. But like the thought behind it. It's the thought behind it. But no, man, Nick Cannon over here trying to repopulate the whole world. You know,
he's trying to populate the future. Talking about Mars when they travel. You know what I'm saying? You know, 2020, 2058, whatever, 2100. Whenever you go to Mars,
he's trying to do it. Flavor Flav's trying to do it. Who else? ODB before he passed away.
Flavor Flav, yo, fuck
that.
Listen,
Flavor Flav,
right?
I understand. Oh, Boosie, damn. I understand now. Like,
Boosie just needs to stop. He needs to stop everything. He needs to stop talking. He needs to just get off. What
Twitter, you got against Boosie?
Get off Instagram. Oh man, he's talking about other people's parenting skills. He is not Father of the Year by any stretch. Can we talk about the 13-year-old that he made lose their virginity to? Like,
that's weird. That's weird.
He should go to jail for that.
That's weird. That's like, it's talking about weirdo shit. I just want to chime in something. I want to say something. It had nothing to do with anything. But I was on random. So I was online and there was this teacher, right? The parent teacher is a trans woman, right? And she dresses with prosthetic breasts that are Z. So my question is, like, but they prove that when they're outside, they don't really dress like that. So that means, so my question is, that's kind of creep behavior. There's children around and you're trying to do some weird creep shit.
Where the fuck are we going with this conversation?
Canada.
I just want your opinions on this shit. I want to see, if you read this shit, your opinions and shit, isn't that some creep behavior to do that shit?
Yeah, that needs to be addressed at the very least.
Maybe we can address that on when keeping it real goes wrong. Like, but right now, like the dress, we talk about child support.
No, we ran your thoughts. You
know what? You're right. You're right.
Oh, hell no.
What the fuck?
Yo, whoop this nigga ass, son. Hell no.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yo, where he at? I have no problem.
I think someone's phone ringing. Someone's ringing.
Yo,
pick the phone.
That's lyrics.
Oh.
No, yeah, never mind the phone. Sorry about that.
I think he's from Canada, but look, this is where I agree with you, Eric. And
you gotta save the children, man. This is just what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
no, you're right.
But the code behind this too is he also wanted to, because I guess he's doing it right now here, is also wanted to show the ridiculousness of not only just the quote unquote woke culture, but how quickly schools and other institutions will accommodate for people, within this particular spacing and lifestyle, and without any other regards of other people's perspectives, because there's a lot of outraged parents and students, and then some didn't even want to go to school because of the fact that you see how absurd and ridiculous this is, but still decided, the person still decided to go about and do this because they're trying to prove a point of how ridiculous it is. But at the same time, Eric, it could be also, I don't know all the other alternative motives that go along.
So my question is, are they trans, or is this a whole ruse? That's why I didn't get that.
From what I know, and from the news report, is that people have reported that person, when they're just regularly going out to places, have none of that on. Presents as a man. That's
weird. Weird behavior. That's why I just want to escape, because you had said Bougie and his weird behavior. I wanted to state some ridiculous shit. Weird behavior, creep shit. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird.
First of all, I don't. That says I don't.
I don't feel empowered for it. Tell us, like,
what
you are wearing the costume of the shop teacher in Ontario. I mean,
Canada.
How could you teach shop class wearing those things? I guess just a core competency first.
Tucker, you could not. In fact, I've always said, forget about the Ministry of Education. Where's the Ministry of Labor? Long sleeves, long hair, not done up in a bun or a hairnet, jewelry. Busty Lemieux breaks every shop etiquette rule in the book. And by the way, just in case your audience thinks I've attached myself to some kind of fetish lifestyle or I'm a drag queen storyteller for hire, no, that's not the case. I went there to the Halton District School Board back in October, dressed exactly like Busty Lemieux, the sheer blouse with the nipples protruding, the blonde hair, the bicycle shorts. And here's the thing about the hypocrisy of the Halton District School Board, Tucker. They're all down with the radical transgender agenda, but only when it's in front of the kids. When it's in front of their school board meeting, they actually fled the room. And I have subsequently been banned for life, Tucker, from Halton District School Board headquarters and all their schools, because I guess I was asking impolite questions and they don't like the idea of drag when it comes to them. Now, the news, Tucker, is that earlier this month,
I have something to say after this.
Trustees approved the.
Go ahead. This is just weird. I think I'm done with this news reel. This is weird.
You shouldn't even brought this shit up in the first place. Like, yo,
I brought it up for a reason to show something. Whatever.
First of all, this has nothing
I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying.
I'm gonna say this. This has nothing to do with being
maybe
trained.
You and your viewers are saying.
No, I wasn't aware. Regardless, I think we're done with this conversation at this point. But Steph, go ahead.
He's trying to make it has nothing to do with being trained. But we can go back to the child support.
In November.
Yeah.
Yes, let's please go back to the child support shit because, like, right.
This is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. It has nothing to do with being trans.
Even Sleazy is saying it. Shit definitely has nothing to do with child support.
Has nothing to do with child support. Has nothing to do with trans.
It's a train wreck that you can't unsee. Why you? Yo, this motherfucker is a. First of all, why is your nipple super hard through the shirt? Like, yo,
he's trying to be as ridiculous as possible.
He's trying to be ridiculous. That's all.
Yo,
that's all.
It looked like milk. It looked like milk and water was about to come out them titties, though. I'm like, yo,
I thought you didn't want to talk about it no more.
No, I got jokes. I got so much jokes, so many jokes, man. Like, yo, this is some bullshit, man. Anyway, getting back to the child support shit.
This is the stuff that pisses me off about, people bringing up trans issues, but
no,
this is another time.
No. But this,
I would take a statement that this gentleman was crazy and his creep behavior. That's all I stated. I never stated. I didn't know the man was trans or not. I asked a question. That's why I asked the question to add because I knew more information than I did.
Yeah.
And then we went down the rabbit hole.
And then the video started. I'm like, okay,
and
that's
then
not.
And then the train wreck just kept going. It fell off the track, but then got back on.
But this is why we're random thoughts. This is why.
Yes.
No, that's a fact.
I just wanted to bring it up. This is something I saw, and I wanted to bring it up. That's it. Let's continue. Back to the.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. That's exactly what I
was saying. This is a mocker to make. What was that? Like a mocker to make some shit. No, she said a mocker. She said, yes, this is a mocker to make transgender look away.
Come on, man.
It says mocker on it anyway. So like I was saying, right? No, we're not going to argue about this.
Now you need some prescription
I won. I got your prescription
glasses. I'm gonna send them to you, okay?
I got your Malcolm X glasses. Like, yo, I'm just saying, like
it's responsibility, okay?
Hey, you good? I mean, no, you good?
Hey, Steph.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Steph.
I was good.
Fuck
I was good. I told
this nigga's a clown, man. Like, yo, man. Hey, Steph, forget you. Like, yo, for real. Yo, lyrics, you on that nigga OnlyFans or something? Oh, fuck y'all, man. Oh, man. Yo, I'm done. No, I don't want to be on your OnlyFans. I don't want to be on your OnlyFans, man.
Only for 30 days.
It was one time I was supporting a friend, and that was an actual female. Fuck out of here. Like, anyway, so like I was saying, man, when it comes,
that was some strong support.
You're right.
Fuck it.
He tipped it too.
Yep.
You tipped her?
No.
Why?
Fuck no. like a motherfucker. And you know what? I'm gonna keep the lie alive.
Oh
Fuck
my
that,
goodness.
man. Like, no, but like, no, for real. like, damn. Like, where were we with the child support shit? Oh yeah, like, yo, I think mandatory DNA testing needs to be like. Like involved, it needs to be stated within the child support system cases and stuff. Like it needs to be within the actual child support system, because I'm telling you, there are a lot of men statewide that are paying for kids that are not theirs, and it's unfair. It's fucked up. Like, yo, why should that have to happen? Why should that man? He wasn't there. He ain't busting up to get them kids. He just literally happened to get with the woman after the fact, or maybe she cheated on him or whatever. But I think the reason why they're scared to do that is because they expose them for the cheaters that they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it step 30 days is crazy. Like, yo, dog. Yo, you know what? Yo, Steph, be quiet. Be quiet, Steph. Be quiet, because you on some bullshit. What's up?
And
salute to you,
adding to your reasoning behind why it hasn't been instated is because I know FaZe didn't get to talk about it, but literally child support, that system makes almost close to like $1 billion like annually a year. So that's somebody's like bread. So if you decide to then, you know what, I want to have mandatory testing, you messing with somebody else's bread, while at the same time it adds the accountability for both parties. Even that dude talking about, I don't want to take care of my kids, and then at the same time with the woman that's just like, yeah, nah, I think he's the father, this is the father, but nah, you get the paternity test, now you know that truly that guy's the father, so you can't put him down on there. And she might have wanted to get the money from that guy because he's more financially responsible versus the person that he did have sex with, and he ain't got no money to be able to get anything from.
But see, that's where it fit. That's where it kind of like it falls into like the system of fucking people. Like basically what you're saying is you want to fuck a man over, whether the man got money or not. Like you're screwing with people's lives. Like, let me tell you how this affects lives. Once again, I'm talking from firsthand experience. There was a woman I was talking to. Her name was Charlie. Like, this is, I would say, maybe 2 months after, literally 2 months after me and my son's mother broke up. And I remember she was asking questions because, like, I told her I had a 2-month-old, son or whatever. And then it was just a fucking machine gun full of questions. Like she was like, well, why did you break up with the baby mama? And do you see the kid this day, that day, wooty whoop? How much you paying child support and child support? What are you like? It was just like and she wouldn't give me a chance to really respectably ask the questions before she just got up and walked away. You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Oh, I'm done. I can't handle this." Like, what? Like, the reason why I'm saying this is because on the father's end, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the circumstances, which thereof, this can, seriously, like this can screw up a person's future relationship with somebody else when they're trying to get their life back in order. Do you know how many men were with women that they actually found that they, had a connection with, or like a woman that they were engaged or about to marry and yes, Justine, keep the lie alive. Like, you know how many men, deal with this situation when they deal with another one. Oh, and that's another thing too. That's another thing that y'all don't know. When you get married, contingent on what state you in, guess what? If you pay child support, your wife is paying that bitch too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, really? So your finances of your household goes towards the child support.
If you get married, depending on what state you're in, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what state you're in.
I'm reiterating what you're saying.
Like for instance, one of my homeboys, he was telling me his story when he was on child support. He was like, once he got married, and his wife made 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? He made like what I think like maybe 60, 70,000, whatever. She made a little over $100,000, and she was like, one day she got her pay stub or whatever, because I think she got paid monthly or whatever, how that that broke down with her job. And she found out that she had a special what is it? It was under miscellaneous deduction or whatever, like whatever money it was, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" So like she went back to her husband, seeing what's going on, and he called child support, and well, guess what? You know what they say, right? Was mine is yours, was yours is mine? Yeah, with the money comes the responsibilities. Guess what? His child support became her child support. This does not happen in all states, but it does happen in some states. That's why when I talk about relationships, you really gotta be careful, and you got like when you're the non-custodial parent paying child support, you really have to stutter step, because if you find that special somebody and you plan on marrying them, you have to find out what the child support laws are when it comes to marriage and stuff like that. That's when the taxes. The reason why they were able to tax the wife is because they got her information through her taxes. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember. They also share this, like, if I'm not mistaken, if the guy puts down married on his taxes, they can find out, you know what I'm saying, your wife's information too. That way they can take from your wife. This is all a big financial game. This is all a big monopoly game. You know what I'm saying? This is more than just, what we're talking about now. We can have a whole more 2 hours worth of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I might actually do a third child support episode. You know what I'm saying? Really digging into more of the financial part of it, because it's a whole lot to really process. But guys, we're gonna do something a little different for final thoughts. I'm gonna ask a question, and I want you guys' response. Like, this is for final thoughts, so we're gonna start off with notes. Notes, like, how do you think we could change the child support system, in your opinion?
Well,
final thought.
Okay, so this is me. This is the way I think. So thank God I don't have no kids. You know what I mean? But seeing what my uncle and them went through, and friends and stuff like that. When you have kids with somebody, man, or just get a blood test as soon as the birth happens. Chef, you may shake your head no and stuff like that.
No, I'm just saying it's not that easy. I know situations where people have tried to get paternity.
Well, in Arizona is different.
Yeah,
Arizona is different. Like my uncle, he's weird. Whatever. I'm just gonna say he's weird. I'm straight the fuck up. My thing is this. I'm not gonna. If I know there's a chick that I'm messing around with, that she sleeps around a lot, and that kid may not be yours, I'm not finna fucking sign a birth certificate without doing a blood test. That's just me. So I don't know that much about a lot of child support system. Thank God I'm not in it.
Yeah,
but that's just me. You know what I mean? Yeah, get blood tested if you can. You know what I mean? Or if not, see if you can hire a detective or a PI or something like that. Monitor. And it sucks that you have to think that way, but the shit that I just heard right now, I'm not trying to get locked up or to have my that. So like, you gotta do what you gotta do, because that's your future. And another thing as well too, like I didn't know that when you get married and stuff like that, and that you can tax your wife, that your relationship,
like I said,
you know what I mean?
It's a certain states. Sorry to cut you off. It's a certain states. Seriously, it's only in certain states. Check with the child support. Check with family court in Arizona where you reside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, call their support collections unit. Call child support. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I think that's enough. Like, do your research. Do your due diligence. Do your research, please. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say that you don't want to have kids and this, that, and third without at least doing your research. Because, you know what I'm saying, if you want kids, you're robbing yourself out of a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, please. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. And like another thing as well too. Really watch who y'all be sleeping with, man, because you can get around with some toxic dudes, toxic mother and stuff like that. Like that relationship can move on to the fucking courts. And like I said, from what I've heard, what I heard right now, I'm just like, you gotta be smart about it, man, because that's your life. You know what I mean? That's your kid life. If the kid is yours, you know what I mean? Or if the kid is not, you know what I mean? That's gonna be an innocent kid being dragged both ways. Like, you don't want to do that. But that's just me. That's my final thought on that.
All right, cool. Justine has a comment.
Yep.
Justine has a comment. She said, which is why when dating, a good 75 to 80% of women run when met with a man on child support, especially with multiple kids. Yeah, you make a very interesting point. Like, well, I mean, if he has multiple kids, then yeah, you know to stay away from that. Like, yo, like
sometimes they don't.
Yeah, because you know why? Because he had the slick mouth, good tongue, and great dick game. Let's just put it like let's call a spade a spade. Let's cut the bullshit. You know that you heard from your friend how good his dick was. He was eating it all night, beating it all night, mistreating it all night. He even lick ass.
But you neglect to
is that a lyric?
You neglect to put in the point.
That sounds like something I heard before. R&B song or something.
But they have these conversations, but they neglect to mention that the guy has like multiple kids. It's like,
and Steph, I ask you, I ask you, your turn. I ask you, in your opinion, how what do you think we can do to make the child support system better? Your opinion.
Okay. Before I get to that, let me just say, men get vasectomies, women use IUDs, please. Spare us all. Okay?
Nobody's cutting their nutsack off, man. But go ahead, man.
Because single folks are also bearing the brunt of your stupidity. Okay, I'm just gonna say that we have to pay more taxes.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. I'm sorry, I may be selfish, but I'm not dating somebody with a kid. I'm walking the fuck away. That's all. I've been there and I've done that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Been there, too much drama. I don't got time for it. I'm walking the fuck away.
And I got a kid. I got a kid. So
you got lucky because of the fact that, depending again, like you said, you have to vet these people. There are places, again, different states, that after a certain amount of time, I don't know how long it could be. I'm going to go with just say about, again, like maybe another 30 days or maybe a month or longer, that you've shown that you showed some fatherly figure, stuff to the child, or you paid for things for that child, she can claim and put you on child support for that too, even if they're not your child. It's because of the fact you did stuff for them.
And the most important thing, not to cut you off, guys, sorry. The most important thing that get men caught up in this shit, they do not answer the letters of the court date letters. Like if you so what you said, Steph? Sorry.
No, I was agreeing with you. You do a failure to appear, they will put out a warrant for your arrest.
Well, not just that. In some states, if you do a failure to appear, they will automatically deem you financially as the father through child support system. Like seriously. I pay for all my kids. Yo, this mother. I pay for all my kids, right, Tiffany? Wow.
Leave her out of this. Leave her out of this.
What kind of shit is that?
Leave her out of this chicken and beef.
Well, Steph, like I said, go ahead, man. Like,
oh my God. Anyway, yo. Oh my God.
What? How do you think we can change the?
Oh my God. He's a part of this system. Get him out of here. No, but I think what our guest said earlier about how they're changing the way they approach certain situations in court, where they actually really weigh in on, the circumstances, and instead of really like impeding on the process of the mother and father finding a compromise, they allow that compromise to happen. So as long as they're, I think, actively trying to find solutions to properly raise the child in under those circumstances, I think that's a start. I really think that's a start. I think if you allow the parents to kind of work it out and figure things out, yeah, let that happen. Allow that to happen. If it feels like it's leaning maybe a little too much, or it's getting to a point where it's not going anywhere, or if it's a stalemate or it's going south, then maybe intervene. But I think allowing the parents to work out the situation and find a solution, I think that's a good start. Just kind of we want to keep the courts out of the situation as much as possible.
Yeah,
I think
No, that's a fact.
Solution.
No, that's a fact. No, that's definitely a fact, man. Like, that's a fact. Like, Aviz, I asked you the same question. In your opinion,
Tiffany, come on now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments.
I even see it. Like, oh man, like,
yeah. I don't know if John's gonna put it up.
No, please, John, put it up. Put it up.
Oh my God.
How many we got, chicken? Oh wow. Okay. Not enough, Tiffany.
No,
we need a few more. Oh shit.
What, are you getting a whole family meal or something? Man. That's what it is? You a whole, like a bucket?
Woo! All right. Well, we know who clucking that night.
Is that
cluck?
Is that how he climaxes? Like,
we clucking day and night. We clucking.
Is that what he sounds like?
We clucking.
Is that what he sounds like?
Oh shit! That's it, right? Oh shit! Yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for jokes. I'm sorry. They opened like they. I know I'm being an asshole, but still, I'm clucking delicious. Get the fuck out. Yo, Advis, I asked you the same question. In your opinion, what do you think we could do to make the child support system better? Like, oh my God.
I agree wholeheartedly with Steph, is being able to handle things before even the court gets involved.
Okay.
The other thing is, like you said, do your research so you know going into it, especially if even before all of that, let's go back to what Notes was saying. Please vet the people that you want to meet with and for sure, because then at the end of the day, not only that their debts become your debts, but if you know this person is not marriage material or just relationship material where this can be an issue going into the future, then you need to just cut ties where it needs to be. But the system itself, there's just only one other thing I can think of is just, honestly, I don't know when it comes to the judges, because you're saying, especially in New York, that is dependent on your judge, is like whatever drawing you get. I don't know if
but that's statewide. To be honest with you, really, you have to understand a judge's job. Sorry to cut you off, but the judge's job is to determine within the law what's the best course of action, and the judge, like to determine like what would be the right move, for both parties. At least when it comes to the child support system, the judge, the magistrate, whatever. Some of these judges, they have the right to feel how they feel, and they will judge it contingent on their emotions. Some will do that. Like I've heard, like I said, I've heard stories of like some guys will have like female judges, or even like African American female judges, who will throw the book at them, won't even give them an inkling of a word to say, because it's like when they get into the court, they are automatically the enemy. Like I've seen it. I've seen actual live coverage from courts. I've seen we've seen paternity court, we've seen child support court episodes. Like, I mean, I don't know how real the paternity and child support court episodes are. Entertaining as hell, but I don't know how real they are. But that does, if it's not real, it definitely it plays a very realistic part of life that does happen within the courtrooms, especially family court.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Ad. Sorry about that.
So, I mean, in that case, I mean, again, I can also see that would be an issue if you decide, you know what, across all courts, that this is objectively, when you have this type of case, you have to go with this decision. So I can still see that also being an issue of you trying to be overly objective. But I think I really want to just really hone back to that. It can be handled outside other courts, but within the system, there need to take more of a deeper look into the stats of what they get each year and figure out how they're going to change their system, which Faye spoke about. So honestly, it's them really going back and like figuring out like how can we make this more fair and equitable if that is their case. But again, the system's working the way that it's already working.
Yeah, it's a fortunate turn of events, but unfortunately, this is what we deal with. Y'all made me cry from laughing. Oh man, I hate y'all. Well, I mean, you hate us, but you love the clucking.
Right.
All of you.
hey, you love that cock.
Steph was waiting. Steph was waiting.
I love you.
Goodness, man.
You opened yourself up to that one, Tip. I'm sorry.
Because.
Hey, you can't even get to your point just yet.
Oh, we can get to me. It's funny.
No. I'm gonna get to you right now.
I think we should leave it on this note. Just leave it on Paka and just end it, right?
No. Fuck that. We gonna listen to what you gotta say. So, Eric, I ask you, seriously, in your opinion, what do you think will make the child support system better?
You got the giggles, my man. God,
no, because that's it. I made
you laughing. Like
I made myself laugh like a motherfucker with that shit. Because I had a visual. That's why.
This dude over here doing science fair projects with the 3-point boards of like all of the chicken jokes and things in the head and presenting it.
Oh man.
Yes, Advis. Yes. like you know who I am, right? I'm a certified asshole. Like, yo, I got my own thing and whatever. Whenever he pops that up, like, you know what I mean? So, like, hey, man, I gotta live with the saying that I'm certified asshole. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but go ahead, Eric. Go ahead, Amos.
Well, I think people took Ad and Steph already kind of reiterate some of the things, but to going forward, like, yeah, definitely think the system needs to be like in situations where mother's unfit, take that more into account and really do the due diligence to prove the cases of whoever, like who's the person who's the fit parent. You know what I'm saying? Because if the mother's unfit and there's proof of that, like a history of that, that needs to be taken into account before the judge kind of goes through. But we know this, like kind of how Lyrics is saying, there's some judges who do judge from a place of subjective, subjective point of view, and that's not what they're there for. They're there to be objective and use the law. But that's the world we live on. People we're human beings, and we all have use our point of view to regardless of what job we have.
To benefit. Yeah.
No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. I expected more from you, Steph. I think she pissed. I think she really pissed at you for real.
Yes, you expect more yucks from me. Yes.
You say yuck
Keep
yuck.
going.
like yolk. Oh, shit.
It's
Busting that,
this is really a dad joke. You know that, right? Yeah, they're your dad, so I guess
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, what?
Oh wow!
Not the clucking.
Oh,
what is that music, man?
The fuck if I know, but this is random thoughts.
That is Ja and Tiffany mating call. That's what that is. Run it back.
We clucking. You and me, we clucking.
Oh, they don't care who sees.
This is definitely wait, what? You said KFC?
I said they don't care who sees.
Oh, I thought you said KFC. I'm like, anybody want KFC after this? Like, no.
And I mean, I'm just gonna say he is a male chicken. You don't know how many hens he has in the hen house. I'm just saying.
Oh,
yeah.
He might have more kids out there. That's all I'm saying.
The OD you gonna hear is oh shit. Stay still. I'm just saying.
Wow. Okay. Now you roll chicken and beef. He kind of aggressive.
We clucking.
Man.
Yo, well, to answer my question, I'm gonna keep the shit short and sweet. Wow.
Oh, dude. Ran that shit back.
He damn sure ran that shit back too. Like, to answer my question, I think basically, as far as child support, like to make the whole situation better, I agree with everybody on the panel here. You know what I'm saying? Like, my personal opinion, whack off. Play with yourself.
You don't have to do that though. Just get a vasectomy.
Like you can't
still have your fun without the
Notes said it best. Notes just said it best.
Okay,
beat your dick like it owes you money.
I got it. What if you want children one day?
The Eve tambourine move, like
Steph, it's easy for you to say to get a vasectomy. Okay, first of all, what if you want children one day?
That's what I'm saying.
You can reverse it.
Listen,
not always. Sometimes you will do it, and that's it done. There's cases when you can reverse.
Listen, I never heard.
Save your sperm, and then
I never heard of a woman getting pregnant off of you beating your meat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what if she finds it and inseminates herself?
Then you busted Drake.
Kind of like the Drake thing situation.
Then you busted Drake.
Well, see,
hot sauce. Put hot sauce on your when you check out.
How you gonna find it in the toilet?
Use hot sauce.
There's some hot sauce on your chicken. There's some hot sauce on my chicken, baby. Like,
spicy! Oh my god!
Not Steph, but Steph, to your point, Steph.
I'm sorry.
There's the possibilities too. Again, I don't know all the statistics on it, but there's possibilities that even when getting vasectomy, after a few years of it not being or whatever being used, that stuff actually comes back. So you can might honestly still get somebody pregnant, but again, that's after a few years. It's not like the first 2 years.
And why the hell would I go through that pain of sitting there snipping it when it's gonna come back anyway? No, so you know what?
Because they're still doing.
No. Actually, I heard one story. I heard one story of a
fairly low.
But listen to me. I heard there was one story of a guy actually get a vasectomy, and it turned out the child was his. You know what I'm saying? He got a vasectomy, got snip, and he ended up making a baby anyway. So there are very small cases where that does happen. But like you stand over the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So it goes right in the toilet. You flush it down, and that's it. You good?
I got an even better one. Fleshlight.
So you need receptacle so someone can find it. Still, hot sauce. Put some hot sauce in it.
Clean. Put some hot sauce in it.
Oh my goodness!
You might as well come over to somebody. Like, hey, I'm done.
When I was in college,
I'm just saying that you're not gonna always enjoy your personal, like you alone. You're not gonna.
No, but see, here's the thing. Hold on. First of all, whacking off is like having spicy food. You do it in moderation. Whacking off is like having liquor. You do it within moderation. Nobody's telling you to do this shit every 5 minutes. Fuck out of here. I ain't got time for that. I got shit to do.
I don't know about the other 5 to 6 other articles that talked about guys doing it for like 40, 50 times, and then
no, that's what I'm saying.
Dehydration.
Like you sitting there, you gonna jack yourself off into the damn hospital. I ain't got time for all that shit. You sitting there. What happened? Why you? Yeah, I was beating my dick, man, 50 times, and on the 49th time, the shit damn near fell off. Excuse me? How did you get to 50? Like, yo, like, where the fuck did we get? Anyway, listen, guys,
This concludes.
This concludes another episode of Random Thoughts. Tune in next week as we go into episode 4-10. 4-10. You guys are gonna love this episode. It's gonna be something brand new. Actually, one of you guys came up with it, and shout out to Dave Chappelle and the Chappelle Show for the idea. When keeping it real goes wrong, blurring fantasy and reality. I don't know where the fuck we gonna go with this shit, but this is Random Thoughts.
I'm gonna throw this up there. A little fun fact: my cousin was in one of those skits. That's all.
It's always something with your relatives. Always.
Family tree goes deep, man. Deep roots family tree, man. All over the United States, the world.
We just gonna say the one
nationwide. It's on her side for sure.
Look, the one that says, "What's really hood, bitch?" That's my cousin. Shout out to Dominic.
As you can see, Steph's family was clucking a lot back in the day, boy. That's how you got all these motherfuckers here, man. Like Malcolm X was clucking, W.C. Haiti was clucking, all type. Man, listen.
Real facts. One of my relatives had 29 kids. All right, so
clucking all the time, huh, boy? Shit! Y'all give me a beer. That wasn't like.
Yes, indeed.
I love this freaking show, man. I love it so much, guys. Thanks to Sleazy, man, for joining us, man. Thanks to Taisha joining us, Justine, FaZe, Notes. Notes is all love, man. Yo, FaZe and Notes could come. Yo, they A1 since day one, man. You already know. Tiffany is done with us. Chicken and beef that started some shit. I love this show, man. This is my favorite show, man. Mandy La Loca talking that shit.
These from past.
Mr. RJC 78. Mr. RJC 78. He had one comment that. I think I might have read that shit, but he was making perfect sense on that shit, man. But shout out to everybody that made Random Thoughts what it is. I'll say it again here. Mr. RJC78 says, my homeboy baby mama turned into junkie and was neglecting their kid, and dad had proof, and she still got full custody, and they made him pay more money. You see what I'm saying? Taisha said, it's in your DNA, Stephanie. If you were a man, you would have multiple children. Shit.
I say that all the time.
Steph had children in every area code. United States.
I would take care of all of them. Yep. That was my nickname at one point. I'm just saying.
What? Ho?
No. No.
Wow.
Right here.
You said it.
I'm saying my nickname was Area Code, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because Steph got O's. Yeah. She got O's. Like, yo, shout out to Ludacris, man. Like, yo, that was a great song, by the way. Nate Dogg, R.I.P., man.
Area code VAG. I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yo, wait, who was it? Some young hoe. Why the fuck are we still here, man? This is so fun.
You ain't signed out yet, man.
Oh my! Well, you know what? It's about that time. So listen, we're signing off, man. For notes, Famous Ramos, the vampire from Brooklyn, Adviz, aka Young Ad the Dawn. You know what I'm saying? And Stephanie Gale, aka Mrs. Hoes and Area Codes. Or should I say Miss Hoes and Area Codes? Hopefully I don't get your ass whooped. I'm sorry. This is your boy, the LYR to the ICS's lyrics. Signing off. Peace. See you next week, y'all.
Peace.